Welcome to Spiritual Changemakers, the podcast that guides you through tough times with practical tools and inspiring stories. I'm Tamas, your host and the Sacred Transitions Coach. Join us as we hear from spiritual changemakers who have connected with their higher power and overcame adversity. Whether you are navigating a difficult transition or seeking to deepen your spiritual practice, our podcast provides guidance to help you find magic in the change. Come on this journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation with us and unlock your potential to become your best self. Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to a new episode with me, just with me. And today I want to talk to you. I want us to have a conversation about illusions and how do we go beyond the illusion. And I have been in such a spiral these past few weeks where I was going on a high roll where everything was opening, was happening, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things, a lot of people. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And at the same time, I was feeling how it was so hard to hold it all together. And guess what? After I have made the decision and I declared to the universe that, hello, universe, I am here to help entrepreneurs to regulate their nervous system, to expand their capacity to hold more. Yes, to expand their capacity for more wealth and just to be able to hold more. That's one of the things I do. That's exactly what happened to me afterwards. It's like, oh, so that's what you want to do now. So let's see how well do you hold it, Andrea. Let's see how well do you navigate this. And I went into a spiral. I literally almost went through a burnout where I was so freaking focused all the time, working my ass off. And I forgot what I'm here to do. I forgot to not only apply my practices, my tools, because I have been doing that, but to go beyond that. To actually sit with myself, sit with my emotions, to take a break, to connect with the energetics. And I went into a rut. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this? And I started questioning everything, no? I started questioning, like, why am I doing this? What am I here to do? What am I meant to do? And I went in this confusion. And there is this illusion that I want to speak with you about, that we believe once we have achieved something, once we have something, once we are in a certain place, we believe that all of the problems, all of the challenges are going away. And that's just an illusion. And I'm sharing this with you because right now I have been in rooms, with 7-figure, 8-figure entrepreneurs. And it is honestly the first time in my life that I have been in such a close proximity with them. And what I got to see, what I got to understand at a much deeper level right now is that no matter where you are at in your life, no matter of the level of success that you have, especially if you measure success financially, as a lot of people do, there will always be challenges, there will always be problems for you to solve. So what I got to look and understand right now first is, when you are faced with any problems, any challenges, can you just fall in love with solving them? Can you fall in love with, I was just faced with this roadblock or with this problem, and know that the reason why you were faced with that problem is because there is always a solution, And because you are meant to solve it right now at the level that you are at. So that's one of the things I want to share with you. And then as you are facing those problems and you are solving them, also know that, okay, this is one of your initiations, because if you're listening to this, you have probably been asking to go to your next level, to be like, what's stopping me? What's holding me back? Why am I not where I know I can be? What is it truly that I'm not seeing? And how can I clear my lenses, just like wash them so well, so I'm able to see things from a new perspective, from different perspective, where I get to empower myself, I get to take aligned action, I get to be clear on my vision, on my next steps. And the more we fall in love with the process, the more we fall in love with how can I just become so playful, so curious about how to solve this challenge that I have right now without making it mean anything about you, without making it that you are in the wrong, that you are broken, then the more you're going to be able to go and reach that level with more ease, with more joy. And it's so easy to learn something, we learn something and it's like, oh my God, now I know, now I understand why things are how they are. Now I understand why I've been going through what I've been going through. And then you remember and you implement that. And then you are keep moving on your journey and you forget again. And what I love to say is that this journey, it's truly so much about remembering. It's like we forget and we remember, we forget and we remember, we forget and we remember. And imagine I've been on this journey for 10 years now. And I still go through phases where I feel that, oh my gosh, like what the heck, Andrea? I know you are ambitious. I know you are resilient. I know you are a badass woman, a badass businesswoman. And still, behind the scenes, behind the closed doors, behind the veil, the illusion that we put out there, that all is well, all is good, all is perfect, when we are actually just with ourselves, like in the dark, in the silent, just with our inner world. What is that voice, that quiet voice telling you? And I was having a session, the past week or so, with one of my coaches on nervous system regulation. And as I was speaking with her, I started crying almost immediately as we started talking. And I was telling her, I have just been in this like funk and in this low, and I don't know what's happening. I don't feel like myself. And I've just been feeling so disconnected. And she's like, so what have you been doing to help yourself? I'm like, I have been applying all of the tools like for nervous system regulation, like on a daily basis. I have been doing them. And she's like, amazing. That is so good. And have you also sat with yourself? Have you sat with those emotions? Have you sat with all of these different parts of you that are like screaming for your attention? The little one who feels lonely, or the part of you that it's so critical, that it's like judging you in this moment, that you are not doing as great as you think you should do. Have you been sitting with these parts? And I'm like, actually not so much. And she's like, no matter how many exercises and how many practices you do to regulate your nervous system, that's the foundation to actually sit with those parts of you, to sit with them and to nourish them, to listen to them, to hear them, to give them what they need. Because if not, what's happening, let's say you have this critical voice, which we all do, and it's just there in the background, like blah, 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 blah. You have not done that. Look at that. You said you're going to do that. Look how you spoke. Oh, you didn't show up there. You didn't blah, 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 blah. No, like we all have all of that. Can you relate? And if you don't sit with it and bring it in the front and face it and hear it and make it feel seen and heard, then guess what? It is going to rule your world. So to go beyond this illusion of when I will have that, when I'll achieve that, when I'll be there, when I will do that, then I will be happy, I'll be successful, I'll be fulfilled, I will have more money in my bank account, I will, blah, blah, I will attract my soulmate, whatever it is that you desire to have different or more of in your life. We have to create the space, and this is what I've been learning more and still working. Yeah, I'm so freaking far from being perfect. I'm like, please, I am in the front row there with you of being so imperfect and showing up imperfectly the best that I can every single day, at every single moment. So I want to invite you, even right now as you're listening to this episode, to take a big breath with me and exhale through the mouth and ask yourself, how can I give myself the time, the space, the love and compassion in order for me to shift, in order for me to shift my state, to shift my vibration, to elevate, to connect deeper with the divine, with the creator, and to don't do that from a place of, I need to fix myself, that there is something wrong with me. No, but just from a place of, okay, I've just been misaligned because I have not feeling at my highest, and there is a purpose and a reason in that too. So the intention is like, how can I align more with the light, with the love of the creator, with the divine, with your higher self? And the way we do that is pausing, bringing love and compassion to those parts of you, to those different parts of you that have been maybe crying out for attention. And just sit with it. Like, can you take just a few minutes, if that's hard with you, for you? Can you take just even 2 minutes? Start with 2 minutes, then do 3 minutes, then 4, 5, until you get to a place of feeling more comfortable, more relaxed, to be with yourself instead of trying to fix yourself or run away, and bring awareness not only to these parts of you that maybe are critical and are harsh, but also to the parts of you that are showing up even in this moment. Like, listening to this, you are showing up, for yourself. And can you start seeing more of your light? Can you start seeing more of how beautiful, perfect, and divine you already are? Instead of going on this journey, of constantly trying to fix yourself, as thinking that you are broken and you are not healed and you have so much traumas, and just steering the wheel into that pot. So the idea with sitting with these different parts of you, with sitting with your emotions, with yourself. It's not about just being in the lower vibrations and be like, yeah, look how critical you have been, look how bad you have been, look what you have not done, and look at no, that's not the idea. The idea is like to make the shadows, to make these different parts, like to bring them into the light, to bring them out from the darkness, which are like right here in the back, and they're like and let me take a look at you and bring it in front of you and let me take a look. Let me love you. Let me hold you. Let me accept you. And the more you do that, the more compassionate you are, the more you're going to be able to show up, for yourself first and foremost, and show up from this place of unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love for those around you, unconditional love for the world. Because what I noticed, even for myself, is that I have been quite judgmental lately with some people around me and some people in my life. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I'm over that. Do you know that thought? I thought I'm over that. That's what I said. I thought I'm over like judging people and they're it. So one of the prayer that I have been saying and I have been connecting with, especially when I notice that judgment, because that judgment comes because we judge ourselves. So I was like, okay, divine, help me see the light of this person. And I'm literally visualizing the person, and I surround them with white light, like I put them in a bubble, and I say, please help me see their light. And if it's an experience, maybe it's not a person, but it's an experience, I'm praying to help me see the light, the lesson in this experience. What do I need to see? What do I need to see? And then just allow yourself to connect with that, and to pray for you to see things differently, to see them from a different perspective, to shift your focus from what they are not doing good or what's not good to what's working, what is already working, and what they are doing amazing. And the more you do that, the more you're going to be able to do that with yourself as well. And this beautiful cycle, this beautiful flow that is going to open, and you are going to be able to shift if you have been in a funk, the same as I have been. I know that is a process. So be gentle with yourself, and it is very easy to fall back into old patterns. It is. That's why it's important for us to have the guidance, to have the support, to have someone that is holding our hands on this process, not as a way as becoming dependent on someone, but as a way to know that, okay, I'm not the only one experiencing this. I am not crazy. I am very similar actually to those around me, and that's why community, it is so important. So be kind, be gentle, and know that we are navigating a lot right now in the world, with the war, with the economy, politics, and so on. So know that the best thing you can do right now for the world is to take care of yourself, take care of your energy, elevate your vibration. And because we are all connected, we are all interconnected, when you do that, when you elevate your frequency, you will elevate the world's frequency. So that's the best thing you can do for the whole world. And thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for, trusting my guidance. Some of you have been following me for a while, and You know that I've started this podcast around 2 years ago. I have to see exactly the date when I started it, but it was around 2 years ago. And the purpose I started this podcast, I'm just gonna cry right now, because it's something that I wanted to do for a long time. And after my life partner passed away, I knew how much spirituality and hope and faith has helped me move through these very hard initiations in my life. And I said, I want to bring that out into the world. I want to bring that wisdom, that connection to the people out into the world. And I started this podcast in his memory. And very soon, oh my gosh, it is going to be 4 years since he transitioned, and it's been a journey, and it's a constant unfolding journey, a never ending, beautiful and magical. And I just want to honor him. I want to honor his memory for being part of my life, for being an angel. And I want to dedicate again this podcast and this episode to him. He loved to be called Call Me. And one of his biggest qualities was his big heart and generosity. And I just want to honor that and know that if you have someone that has transitioned on the other side, know that they are with you. And I'm a big believer that they are some of our biggest guides. And that's how I see him. That's how I connect with him. I see him as one of my angels. And I know he's there to help me, support me, guide me every step of the way. And it is a blessing to be alive. It is a miracle for you even to listen to this. And every single day that we wake up, that we breathe, that we open our eyes, it's a reminder that, oh my gosh, I am still here. I am still alive. And every single day we get to choose again, not just every day, but every moment, on what you focus on what you feel, on what you get to act on, what you choose to share and spread here into the world. You always have that choice. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I love you, I appreciate you, and I believe in you so deeply and completely. And please leave a review on Spotify, on Apple, on YouTube if you have not yet, as I really desire to spread this message with more people, because I know we need more authenticity, more rawness, more realness in a world where just AI, it's dominating right now, and it's absolutely amazing. I love AI, and at the same time, we can let the AI do the automations, but let's not forget about the connections, the real connections that we get to build here from heart to heart. And that's what this podcast is about. That's why I do not script these podcasts. That's why I do them from the heart, as you can feel. And I'm gonna continue keeping them that way, because I'm not looking to be perfect. I'm looking to connect with your heart. So thank you for being here. If you are an entrepreneur and you are wondering if and how your nervous system is affecting you, it's impacting you, I have created a free assessment which is called the reaction tax. And that's going to show you exactly how much money you're leaving on the table by having a dysregulated nervous system. And it's based on science, baby. So it's not just blah, blah, woo stuff, which I love as well, but it's really blended with the science, and it's going to show you exactly, and you might have your mind blown away. So I'll add that in the show notes. And I will also add in the show notes for you to join my community, the Regulated Leader, where we come together to hold each other's hands during challenging times, while we navigate things as leaders, because we are here to hold the space and the terrain for not just for us but for many people. And this is for those who know they are here to have a huge major impact in the world, and they want to keep expanding their capacity. So I will add that as well in the show notes. Join me, you'll have a free trial, and I cannot wait to see you inside and co-create something so beautiful with you. Thank you for tuning in. Reach out on Instagram as well. And take care.
Thanks for tuning in to Spiritual Changemakers podcast. To stay connected and help us reach more people like you, please subscribe, follow, and leave a comment. Join our community of spiritual changemakers on social media to connect with like-minded individuals and continue the conversation. Remember, the power to create positive change is within you. Keep showing up as your best self, and let's keep the magic of change alive. Until next time.